Hello kids. So what are we going to learn today? So we are going to read a lesson Vidu's secret. And what are we going to find? See, to find the main ideas from the key details in a story means they are going to give some details. They are not going to tell you directly anything. So by listening to that paragraphs, you want to say what main idea they want to tell. See, if I say that I daily get up early in the morning around 6 o'clock and do my regular activities, but nowadays I was unable to get up early in the morning. I am not able to do my regular things perfectly, and I am unable to do everything. So if I say something like that is a paragraph or something, so you might be those are the key details I'm giving you about what I am. So when I say that previously I was able to do and now I'm unable to do, then you can find that maybe some problem, maybe sick or not feeling well or something, a problem is there in the health. Yes, so that my main idea is to tell that I am not at all feeling well, maybe. Okay, so such things, just by reading the key details, you must be able to find what might be the main idea they want us to know. Okay, in the same way, if we they say that really using the mobile phones is not good, something they tell that your eyes will be damaged, maybe your whatever the hearing ability, the capability to audio capability, whatever is there, it will be damaged. So something if they say, then you can come to know that the main idea is that they want you not to use the mobiles for more time. So like this, by reading a paragraph, you want to tell what is the main idea. So basing on that, let us go through the Vidur's secret lesson and let us read the story and find everything. And basing on that, we can write our volume. Okay kids, let us move to our textbook. Just open your textbook, all of you.
So, kids, as our aim is to find the main ideas from the key details in the story, let us observe each and every page and try to find the main idea from that. So, our lesson is Vidu's secret. What type of genre it is? It is a realistic fiction. What do you mean by realistic fiction? Normally, we know that fiction means which is not real. But realistic fiction means while reading, it seems as if this might happen really, but it is not a real thing. So, if we observe the title, Vidur's Secret. So, what is a secret? A secret is a thing that is kept hidden. It tells us that the title tells us that there is something important thing is there which Vidur is keeping it as secret. So basing on the title itself, there is an idea. The main idea of the story is something secret. He is keeping something hidden. So we want to find what is that hidden thing. So today let us try to find the main ideas or the important thoughts in the story Vidur's secret. Now, who is the author of this? The author is Kavita Mandana. If we come to the keywords, there are the words like gasped, glistening, lured, mystery, rumors, terrified. These words we are going to find the meaning while reading the context. So let us move to page number 67. By seeing the picture, we can find that there is something on their faces. They are of surprise, maybe of fear. They are hiding under a bed sheet. Can you see there the picture? So let us see what had happened in the story here. The road into the tea estate got worse and worse. By the time visitors drove up to the house, they would be holding on to window frames or the dashboard to keep themselves from rattling right off the seats of their jeep. Yes, it would have to be a four-wheel drive jeep because no other car could travel on that road. So, here, what is the main idea? What are they telling here? Can you find? So, here we can observe that the paragraph is about the road. They are telling something about the road, that might be the setting, And by reading the details of this paragraph, can you able to tell what type of setting it is? So they are telling that the road into the tea estate got worse and worse. So worse in the sense it's not at all good, it's very bad. Means the road of the tea estate is very bad. The visitors drove up to the house by the time. So by the time means when they reach, how they will be. They would be holding on to window frames or the dashboard to keep themselves from rattling right off the seats of their jeep. Means while they are traveling in that jeep, they try to get up from their seats. So how the roads are there. So basing on this sentence, we can imagine the roads, because they are not even interested to sit in the seats when they are coming in that road. So the road is that much of bad. Yes, it would have to be a 4-wheel drive jeep, because no other car could travel on that road. So on that road, no other can travel, no other vehicles comes on that road. Means think how the road will be there. So basing on that, can you find the setting of the story? Is it a city or a village or somewhere? Just check it out. Here the author is not telling us directly about the setting, but he wants to make us to get an idea of the thing. So you want to find it. The main idea is we want to find it. So basing on that, we can say that it is not a city. It might be a village where they are going into a tea estates. Maybe the estates may be in the hilly region or somewhere. So that's why the roads are not in a proper way. So we can find like that. So now let us go to the next paragraph. Everyone who visited Vidur and his family at Kademalai estate gasped at how beautiful it was. So they are saying it is really beautiful. The estate is really beautiful. Gasped means when something is beautiful, while seeing, we feel such a surprise that we even forget to take the breathing, and we take a long breath just by opening our mouth. So such type of surprise expression which we give is called as gasped. So everyone, those who visited his family at Kademalai. So it is K-A-K-D-Malai. So Kademalai, we call it as Kademalai. It is an estate. Normally estates are the places in the villages, countryside. We call them as the countryside or villages, a large area of land. So that is owned by only one person. That large area, it will be owned by some person or some family. They have that one. So that type of areas, we call them as the estates. So but after one night in the lonely bungalow nestling in a valley surrounded by tea bushes on one side and a forest on the other, they usually wanted to pack their bags and leave. They are saying that it's beautiful, but only one night, after one night, in that lonely bungalow, nestling means staying. So it means that when we use it normally with a bird, nestling in a valley. So staying in a valley, after staying in that valley, surrounded by the tea bushes on one side and forest on the other. So one side they have the bushes and the other side the forest. So normally they said that here they usually wanted to pack their bags and leave. Why? It means, so what does the main idea of that? They are saying that they wanted to leave. When do they leave normally? If they don't like, they are saying it is beautiful, but still they are leaving. So if we guess the main idea, since it is a forest and very lonely, maybe just by seeing the picture we can guess this, they are frightened. That's why they wanted to leave. So that is the main idea. What the sentence they want to tell is, they wanted to leave because they might be frightened. There was no television at night and most city kids found the sounds of the forest frightening. What was that howling? They would panic, huddled together under thick blankets. So from this paragraph, we were able to know that the visitors, those who visit that estate, they were frightened and they never liked to stay more than one day. So after one day, they will get panicked, they will pack their bags and they will leave that. So you can see that the children, they get bored because they don't have the television, and even the sounds in that valley frighten them. So howling is the sound made by the animals or the birds there. So howling means the big sound, a loud sound. So what was that howling? They would panic. Panic in the sense they get fear, they are afraid. So this is other synonym for afraid. Huddled means to gather. They gather together under the thick blanket. So all those whoever are there, they gather together under the blankets. Now let us move to page number 68. So from page number 67 we came to know that it's a village, the setting is village, and most of the visitors, they were afraid of that area, but it is Vidur, so that means Vidur might be staying there. So let us see what had happened there. It didn't help that when they woke up in the morning and went into the garden, Vidur would point to various droppings and pelts on the lawn. Oh, the bison had been here last night, he would tell a large cousin from Bombay. Or, that looks like the droppings of a panther. Words like that could turn tough cousins into meek mice who only wanted to stay indoors. So here you can observe that early in the morning when they go outside, Vidur would show them the droppings and pelts of the animals. So droppings and pelts means nothing but the waste products, the excretory products which the animals leave, and small parts of their body like some skin or something, like the if you see the skin of them consists some hair or something that will be fallen there. So such droppings and the pelts means the hair, wool or fur of the animals. So all in the lawn, he would have shown them in the lawn. And even he said that they are maybe of the panther, the bison. Panther is from the family of the cats, that means like a tiger, cheetah, like that. Panther is also a black color animal, so just like the tiger. And bison is like cow with long horns, it have a curved horns, and it is also very wild. So these are the wild animals, the panther and bison are the wild animals. That means this paragraphs which are there, very small paragraphs, they show that the main idea of that is there are some wild animals which are moving in that estate. So the main idea what he want to tell by telling about the droppings and pelts is that he want to tell about the animals, the wild animals which are moving around. So when someone tells us that some wild animals are there, how do we behave normally? The Vidur's cousins also, they want to stay indoors because they are afraid of that. They became meek mice. Meek is the word we use to keep others quiet, or if we say something, they will obey to us without asking any questions. So, in the same way, when Vidur told them about all the wild animals, they will become like mice. That means they won't go outside, they will stay indoors and they will listen to the words whatever Vidur say, and they won't even ask any questions. So, they will obey the words of Vidur. Now let us see next what happened. So main idea of these three paragraphs, we can say that the animals, the wild animals are moving in that. So for every paragraph after completion, we can understand that something the author is going to tell us. So these are the main ideas we are getting from the key details. The key details like the droppings of the animals, the whatever he says, that tells us about the main idea of what he is telling. Vidur knew of no other home. He had lived all his years at Kadaimalai, loving the sights and sounds of the forest behind the house that went all the way up and over the hill. He had seen a porcupine there last week, and he knew that often panthers went silently past his house in the night, especially on days when the cook had made mutton fry. He had believed that his family lived happily in the company of animals. So from this paragraph, what are we going to know? So Vidur is telling that he never went outside his home, always he stayed at home, and he is living from many years and he loves the sight and the sounds of the forest. That means this paragraph tells us that he is habituated to stay along with those animals and he is not at all frightened. And he knows that sometimes the panther or some other wild animals are moving around his house when specially they cooked the mutton curry. That means the non-veg, the bones of the other animals. They like eating, the wild animals like to eat the flesh of the other animals, so they moved here and there. And sometimes he had even seen the animals moving there, so he loves and he likes to stay in that place, and he is happily staying in the company of the animals. So it means that the main idea we can get is that he is not at all afraid of the animals and he is enjoying the company of the animals. Let us move to the next page, page number 69. Can you see some animals there? They are playing, they are moving. What animals can you see? The squirrels, rabbits, a puppy playing with a ball. And you can see some vegetables are grown there. So let us read what is happening there. But that was only till Buchi, the Lhasa Apso puppy, moved into the house. Vidur worried that Buchi would sneak off into the forest and get a porcupine quill in his eye. He was terrified that the ever hungry dog would kill one of the rabbits or squirrels that lived so happily around the vegetable garden. He was absolutely filled with terror when rumors spread that a black panther had moved into the valley. Now, by seeing this paragraph, we came to know that they got a puppy. So they brought a puppy and they were taming a puppy. Can you see? Yes, even in the previous picture in page number 68 also we find that the girl is carrying a puppy. So its name is Buchi. It is from the breed of Lhasa Apso. Now, what can we find there? He is worried much about that puppy so that it would sneak off. It means that it may quietly go away into the forest and it may not be seen or heard by anyone, so that it will be missing. So we can say that in the way that it may miss off into the forest. And that porcupine quill is just like a thorn. It will, when porcupine, you can see it is having some quills which we may get into its eye and it may become blind. So he was terrified in the sense he is worried and he is frightened about the animals, and that ever hungry dogs, some hungry dogs, the wild dogs which they were moving around, they may kill this rabbits, squirrels, or the puppy or something. So he is much worried about the animals. So it shows us that he is much worried about the animals, even when the others said that. Rumor means it might be true or false, but all the others, those who are talking something repeatedly, if they are saying something is happening, most of the people, so we can say that they are the rumors. So he was afraid of the black panther, which they said that it was moving into the valley. So what is the important event in this? So in this, the important, we can say that he was much worried that the animals, the wild animals, may kill the normal tame animals which were moving around near his house. So let us go to the next paragraph. Often when these animals became old or were very hungry, they moved closer to the estate, feeding off dogs. In fact, many people called them dog panthers. How was he to keep an eye on his wild and adventurous Buchi with a panther in the valley? Buchi was not the kind of the dog that would be happy being tied up or kept indoors. So here we can get the main idea like that the old wild animals, they cannot run. So what do? Normally they move around the houses and they try to kill the dogs and they eat the dogs. So the old animals, they were called as the dog panthers. Means when they become old, the wild animals cannot run behind the other animals, so they feed themselves on the dogs or some tame animals which are there living near the houses. So what is Vidur worried here? He is worried about Buchi because Buchi is the animal which he can't tie it in the house and he can't keep inside. So he wants her to move freely outside, but there is a danger for the Buchi if she moves outside because it is an adventurous animal. It loves to move here and there, and it is too small that it is not at all worried about the other animals. So Vidur was much worried about the Buchi here. Now let us move to the next page, page number 70. So let us see there. Days passed and the tea pluckers who walked past on their way home always had reports about the panther. It had been seen near the workshop. The previous night it was heard whimpering near the cattle shed of the school headmaster. Yet no dogs disappeared, nor were any cattle attacked. That was a mystery. Now days was passing by and the rumors that the Black Panther was moving, it was becoming true. How? So they were able, many tea pluckers, they observed that, they gave the report that it was moving. The Black Panther was moving here and there. They had seen it. They said that they had seen near the workshop and it was also moving near the cattle shed of the school headmaster. But though it was moving around the houses nearby, nothing happened. That means it didn't attack the cattle, it didn't attack anyone, no dog is missing. So something is going on. Whimpering, it means that it's something crying softly with pain or some fear. Means it is moving, it is crying, it is making some sounds out of maybe fear or pain or something. So this makes us clear that the panther is moving near the houses. We don't know why it is moving because it didn't kill anything and it was going on moving and moving. So here they want to find the mystery. Mystery means something secret is there, something which is unknown. So Vidur wants to tell by this passage, this paragraph, that the panther was moving here and there, nothing is missing. So what is happening? So something is happening. So there was a mystery, he thinks so. Okay, so now basing on these key details, now we were able to understand the main idea. So in this way, so if you are trying and able to find the mystery, let us move to the volume and try to read some sentences there and to find the key details and the main idea of that passages. So here, because our aim today is to find the main idea just by reading the paragraph. So let us move to the volume and try to find there. If you come to the first question, read the passage and underline the key details. Means what are the sentences which are telling about the main idea? By reading which sentences you were able to guess what he want to tell. So basing on that, you underline the key details. And in the second question, you want to write the main idea of the passage. What are they? What do they want to tell to the readers? Now coming to third question, write a summary of Vidur's secret. Include the most important things you have learnt about the characters, settings and events so far. So until now, whatever we have read till page number 70. So basing on that, what characters did you observe? What are the settings of the story and what is the main idea, main events? What does he want to tell us basing on that paragraphs, whatever we have read until now? Basing on that, try to write the summary of it, complete it and send it to WhatsApp. Children, complete your homework and send it. Okay.